Hello, Alex.
Hi, Kristen.
Yeah, it's been over 4 months since our last interview, and Unique is about to launch its marketplace, and this presents a great opportunity for us to discuss some of the issues and opportunities in the NFT industry and market. Such opportunities are quite rare. Firstly, with the bearish economic environment in recent months, the NFT industry has experienced a decline in trading volume. Will there be pressure to launch the NFT market during this period? So what are the expected market effects after the launch?
Well, first of all, what we are launching is not really going to be, our goal is not to have a unique marketplace. The idea is that we are taking what was kind of our original marketplace we created 3 years ago or something like that, to make it permissionless, so that anybody can any community member can use it and can launch their NFTs there. And it's a soft launch at this moment because we have much bigger plans for it. Right now we are planning to just give it to the community and start testing the capabilities and start kind of engaging the community to understand what they see as needs and so. Secondly, as far as the bear market and expected traction, our goal with this is not for this to be the biggest and the best kind of marketplace there is. The idea for it is it should be an incubator of NFT projects, whether they have collections or their own marketplaces or their own games or whatever. And the idea is that this will be probably our goal is to make it a specialized kind of place for advanced NFT functionality. So our idea is not to compete with the existing ones anywhere, but it is a showcase for composable NFTs, for dynamic NFTs, for refungibles, for all the advanced features that we have, and giving people an outlet to let others try it out. As I mentioned, this marketplace will be an incubator for other marketplaces. So the goal is not to make this marketplace commercially the biggest success and kind of the owners of it rich. We intend to give it as much as possible to the community to manage and to run. But the idea is to make it a showcase for everything that we can do, and that is much different than anybody else. So the expectations for volumes initially are small. The idea is, again, not to have big volumes. The idea is to start giving projects capability to showcase the new things that can be done. We are aligning our hackathons and our development relations programs to that, so that actually, the things that will be happening there are more about innovation in the NFT space than it is about trading valuable collectibles. So, we don't expect big volumes by definition, and of course, bear market doesn't help it. But we believe that we are at the bottom of that bear market, and who's left in the ecosystem and in the NFT space are those that are in it for the long term. And we consider this, because of that, a very good time to launch, because the traction will start growing, and the time is now to show what we have built and to give the community and developer community an ecosystem ability to demonstrate what they are building. So, the strategy is a little bit different.
Yeah, but taking an overview of the NFT market, and Ethereum has dominated the NFT transactions, and Blur has become the preferred choice for professional traders. And the NFT market compete through lower fees. So Unique marketplace won't consider any point of this.
Well, the marketplace will be actually no fee for this year for sure, and then we'll give it to the community to decide what to do with that fee structure. So there is that element. It's the point is to create as little friction as possible for users to use it. The goal is kind of not too much of a commercial one. So we are learning from what others are doing, and indeed the fee structure will be more like Blur.
Okay. And do you have any, go-to-market strategies to share with us that let us know? Mhm.
Sure. So as I said, the goal here will be to demonstrate the capabilities of Unique Network,
Mhm.
and those capabilities are tied into our overall strategy, which has three pillars.
Mhm.
One is sustainability, comes from energy efficiency, but sustainability, and we want to put that front and center. We will be announcing very soon kind of a project in that area. It should be as soon as next week. And then this second point is advanced tech features that I discussed. So what we will do, the way we will develop the marketplace, this summer it will have just, it will be just what community brings up that will be there. Then starting fall, we're working on a layout which will actually feature collections and feature other marketplaces in Unique Network that will highlight basically the things that we see and feel deserve highlighting and attention, and which will be innovative projects that are using innovative technology. So, for example, bundled NFTs, there's a lot of things you can play with. We just had a hackathon that was won by a guy who created an awesome tool for bundling NFTs. We hope to integrate that into the wallet, into the Minter, into kind of all the tools, so that people can start playing with it. Those are things that you don't really see anywhere else. I think that over time, we'll need maybe 6 to 12 months when you combine all the little things that we have in the pipeline. The overall picture of that will be very, very powerful in terms of next generation use cases and next generation technical capabilities. And finally, it's the third leg of our overall go-to-market strategy, and the marketplace itself as well, is the mass market adoption. So we work a lot on that. We are integrating fiat payments and fiat kind of accepting fiat, so that we can attract new users, people who are new to blockchain completely. We have sponsoring of transaction fees, so that there will be also that will remove barriers for usage, especially for the fiat part. And as well, if we kind of come across a good payment rail that will allow payment in other parachain tokens or in Usama and so on, without the need for the escrow. That's something that if somebody has a good solution, please contact us. We are looking for one. I think that there's still kind of a lack of that in the ecosystem. But we're looking to do that, and many other tools that will kind of underline the mass market adoption direction we have. So go to market for the marketplace will kind of be around these things.
How does the Unique community governance the Unique network or the marketplace? Did you adopted the OpenGov or some mechanism?
We are going to go that direction, albeit at an undetermined pace. We are in the process of removing sudo for it, so that's the first step. We started working on that. It should have launched already by now, but Polkadot had some big changes that derailed us a little bit. So that should happen over the summer, where the technical kind of decisions will be in the hand of the council, and then we will work on further steps. I think that the decentralized governance is something very, very experimental. very unpredictable, and in blockchain you have to have software that works 100% of the time. So it's it's very kind of hard to get it right. So we are taking it slow. So we don't have an open governance for now. And I hope we will be working on that. When it regards to the marketplace will have its own track on the governance. So it will go as fast with decentralization as possible, and it's not tied into Unique's governance in itself. It's not. It's a different entity. It's a different thing completely. So it will have its own kind of rhythm on that. As I said, we're working with a number of people to start taking part, and then we will start developing that capability over time. How fast it happens, I have no idea.
Good. And let's move to our next topic. It is evident that we do not currently belong to the top one of NFT projects that make up over 50% of the total market cap. In your opinion, what is the survival space for non-mainstream projects, and where do the opportunities lie?
I suggest for that, come and watch my speech at Polkadot Decoded next week, because I will talk in detail about that. The short version is that there are plenty of chains that cover the collectibles business and NFT kind of trading as such. That is something that is fairly hard for Polkadot in general to kind of get in, and us in particular. It's not it's hard to compete with that because it has become a big money game. Okay, and big collectors, big kind of collections. I've talked to numerous collectors, and they're all kind of, okay, I don't want my $1 million egg to be anywhere except for Ethereum because it's safe there and because it costs $1 million. So the strategy has to be very different. That's why we're working on next generation use cases, and the NFTs on Unique will be different NFTs. We are starting actually internally discussions on how to call them, and because I don't think we should call them NFTs, simply because when you talk about the NFTs in general, people kind of start thinking about tens and hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of something. Okay, the impressions there are on what happened in the last bull run, and what we are working on is something kind of next generation. It will be we don't know yet what it will be because use cases are many, and which ones will pick up when it's a big, it's anybody's guess. But the point is, NFTs are much more than the collectibles. Collectibles are a very small piece of what the NFTs will do. So so we're working on that next generation of use cases. Some of them will kind of have marketplaces, some of them will not. A lot of use cases for NFTs are soul-bound, are kind of fixed, are kind of very different. They may not have monetary value, they may not have but they have value in real life, they have value online, they have value on reputation, they have a value on identity, they have value as a membership card for some certain things, and so on. So the survive, because NFTs are a technology and a very important base level technology, and so the traction for Unique will not come with kind of Unique becoming the top 10 marketplace kind of in the world or whatever. It will come from utility of those NFTs and from actual usage. Marketplace is just one of the ways people can get their hands on them.
Yes. Yes, and for the marketplace, is trading the primary demand, or is it about fostering creativity?
It's about fostering creativity, most and foremost, because as I said, we have lots of advanced features that people don't know about, don't know what they're for, don't know what they will use them for, and so on. And a marketplace is one of the ways to show kind of show what people who have come through that can accomplish and can do. There are a few games in the kind of pipeline. or NFT games that are very complex in their usage of NFTs. And that's what the marketplace is for, to show how that's possible. And then you play the game elsewhere. It's not played on the marketplace, it's played in the game. and things like that.
Yeah, I agree with you. AI NFT is an emerging field in recent months. What are your thoughts on these areas? And what do you see the opportunities within it?
I've started to give it thoughts and actually plan to kind of have deep discussions on that next month with some people who are doing that. I think that, well, my main premise is that AI must be constrained and must be transparent. So in many of the use cases, so fake news, for example, AI can start generating fake news at a rate of unbelievable, right? So very soon we can have the whole internet flooded with kind of fake news all over the place. And unless we have data that is capable of proving that something is not AI, the EU has kind of these ideas of laws where actually when AI is used for something, that has to be disclosed, okay? So that's one thing. But more importantly, here comes the idea of a project that I plan to kind of take a deep look at and talk to the others next month. The photography, journalistic photography is extremely dependent on integrity of what they do, okay? So having AI generate stuff, is easy to fool people. So having actually using NFTs as a proof of origin of something is extremely important. And I think that actually AI should be compelled to kind of use blockchain technology in general and NFTs in particular for generating data. On the other hand, AI itself cannot have does need clean data to kind of provide valuable inputs, and availability of that clean data is very hard to come by. There's a lot of noise in all the data sources that they use, and blockchain again can help provide that. It won't happen overnight, but it can help provide to ensure that the data sets are clean. So, and then the AI works on specific data sets, etc. So we are in the very beginning stages of the whole process. There will be a lot of different things happening, but certainly, AI generated art is something that we will be all paying attention to. That's for sure.
Yeah. And lastly, considering the current market situation, do you have any advice for ordinary NFT investors in selecting valuable NFT projects? And additionally, what are strategies can NFT project or creators employ to create valuable NFT project?
As I said, the collectibles kind of use case is something that is old news. I won't say it's dead. It's not. It's going to live forever. But what you should be looking for is innovation and utility. And the best way to do it is by not kind of going all in on something, but is on having a little bit here, a little bit there, kind of participating in high quality projects that take place. So look for innovation and look for utility. Those are things that everybody's working on, and those that are successful with it will be successful longer term. So things that are just a repeat of something and are just IP of something, a famous sport or famous kind of persona or whatever, that doesn't work anymore. But what Snoop Dogg is doing with his passport, that is something, because that is giving people access to actual kind of engagement with the rock star, with the pop star, with the Repstar in this case, and is giving people much more content and much more entertainment and much deeper connection with the art he's creating. So look for those kinds of things. That would be my only advice I can give.
Okay, I think that's all for today's interview, and thank you very much, Alex, for being here today. And
Thank you, Kristen.
Yeah, let's keep tuned, and may the unique marketplace soft launch a great success.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Pleasure talking to you.
Yeah.